All right, everyone, welcome to the first session of your SAT and EST March trial test preparation course. And these are the instructions. I hope you've had the chance to revise them all because this is how we're going to manage the session. Let's get started directly with all what we need to know before we get started in this course. Here we go. Whether you're taking an ACT or an SAT or an EST test, you need to know this. It's 60% of your American diploma transcript. The certificate will be divided into 40% GPA and 60% standardized test. Whether you're taking the SAT, the ACT, the EST, they are all the same in the fact that they give you 60% of the diploma. And this is what we need to know about the test we're going to prepare for. It's a skill-based test, ya shabab, that requires a lot of practice. Not just practice, but guided practice. And this is what we're going to do together. The basic skills are almost the same for reading and writing skills. We're going to practice every and each single skill together through explanation and test practice questions and everything. We have grammar, punctuation, sentence structure, transitions, coherency, logic, modifiers, pronouns. All of these are topics, and even more than these topics will help us deal with the writing section. And for the reading, we will need to practice inferring, interpreting, analyzing, vocabulary in a context, logic, reasoning, and of course, some other skills. Let's get started directly with the first skill or the first topic we need to practice and understand, which is about redundancy. What is redundancy? Redundancy is some kind of a question that requires you to make sure that the sentence doesn't have unneeded words. Redundancy happens in two ways. Whether you have repetition or a word that gives you a meaning, and that meaning is already established in the sentence. So redundancy happens whether by repetition or already established meaning in the sentence. Let's see some examples to decide what redundancy is. Every year, birds from the west migrate to the east on annual basis. I'm asking you now, ya shabab, do you notice something wrong with this sentence? Please send me a message if you have an answer to this question. Can you notice something wrong with this sentence? Send me your answers, please. I'm expecting your answers. Very good, Yaluji. Somebody else? Is it Luji or Lujain? I'm expecting answers, ya shabab, so please respond to this question. Jason and Luay, Mariam Amran, Mariam Shahata, please send me your answers. Okay, very good, ya Muhammad, ya Luay. How about the rest of the people? Shabab, we need to participate. It's not only me, it's me and you. So you have to send me your answers and interact with my questions, please. I need to make sure that you're following and you understand what I'm saying. So far, I have received only 2 answers from Lujain and Luay Muhammad. Does this mean the other people are not listening? Mariam Amran, Mariam Shahata, please. I'm giving you one last chance to write your answers. My question again is, do you notice anything wrong with this sentence? Okay, Mariam, what's wrong with it? Okay, here's the answer, Shabab. The wrong thing is the word every year and the word annual basis are almost the same meaning. So why do we write 2 words that give me 1 meaning? This is not acceptable. Very good, ya Ahmed. This is not acceptable. So another example is the workshop ended and it was over by 5 o'clock. All right. So when the workshop ends, it means it is over. So again, the word ended and was over are 2 expressions that give the same meaning. So repetition here is 2 words giving the same meaning or repeating the same meaning. Type. How about this? She quickly gave an instant feedback. If a feedback comes quickly, it means it's an instant feedback. If a feedback is instant, it means it comes quickly. So the word quickly and the word instant here give the same meaning. So that's redundancy. We do not accept that in our exam. Type. Let's move to an already established meaning. Type. We don't need to rewrite this essay again. Where's the redundancy here, Shabab? Please send me your answer. Where's the redundancy in this sentence? We don't need to rewrite this essay again. Where's the redundancy, please? I'm expecting your answers. Very good, ya Ahmed. Anybody else? Very good, ya Luay. Very good, ya Luji. Mariam Shahata, I haven't received anything from you so far, honey. So please write me an answer. Okay, Mariam Amran, very good. Okay, fine, Shabab. The word or the prefix re means again. So when we rewrite an essay, it means we write it again. So we don't need the word again here. Type. How about this? The train headed toward the station and kept moving forward until it arrived on time. Taban, we understand that if some train heads somewhere, it means it's moving forward. So again, there is redundancy here. Another example is, he went to prison to be taken into custody. Taban, people go to prison to be taken into custody. So we don't need to write the word to be taken into custody since we have the word he went to prison. Again, this is redundancy because this expression here gives me the meaning which is already established in another sentence. Very great here, Jason. I'm glad to hear that, but at least you spoke. Type. What's exactly you don't understand here, Jason? Type. I'm asking a question here, Jason. I replied to your question, Habibi or Habibti, I don't know. Type. You sent me the question and you stopped talking. So what can I do now? Keep waiting or what? Okay, I keep moving forward until you remember what you wish to say. All right. Taiba Shabab, here comes your part. I want you to answer these questions. The first question here. I have a big question that needs an answer. Is there a redundancy here? Do we have any redundancy in this sentence? Say yes or no, please, in the messages. I have a big question that needs an answer. Is there any redundancy? I'm waiting for you. Well done, everyone. Type. Of course, ya Shabab, if I have a question, what do questions need? Do questions need to eat, to write, to speak, to drink? Of course not. Questions need nothing but an answer. So you don't have to say a question that needs an answer. Only this will be fine. So this part here is redundant. Why is it redundant? Because it's unneeded. Why is it unneeded? Because automatically questions need answers. They don't need anything else. Type. I have a big question. As it is, will be just fine. Type. Think of this one, please. Make sure to pick the proper and correct answer. Is this sentence redundant or is it correct? Well done again, everyone. Very good, ya Mariam, ya Umran. Very good, Habibti. Let's go and see what's wrong. This sentence is wrong. Why? Because I have the word proper, which is exactly the same meaning like correct. When something is correct, it's proper. Correct answer is proper answer. So the correct answer would be, make sure to pick the right or the correct answer. I don't need to write the word proper because already the word correct gives you the meaning of proper. So there is no need for it. Now, we understand what redundancy is. Let's move to the sheets. We have an answer question 1, please. Here's question 1. Think of an answer to question 1, please. And please, before you write me the answer, before you write A or B or C or D, write 1, the number of the question, so that I know what you send is an answer to question number 1. So write 1A or 1B or 1C. Go ahead, please. Thank you very much for everyone who has tried. Let's see what's wrong with this sentence here. We start the sentence from its very beginning to understand everything we need to understand. With 30% of United States workers not getting enough sleep at night, according to the Wall Street Journal, US companies lose a yearly sum of $63.2 billion annually. Don't you think the word yearly and the word annually are the same? Yes, they are. So answer A has redundancy. Answer B also has redundancy here with the annual and each year. Answer D has also a redundancy in yearly and annually again. So the correct answer is C, which has no redundancy and which is clear and correct. Let's move forward, please. Congratulations, we finished the first topic and even answered so many questions on it. The second topic is about clarity, tone, and style. Now I want you, please, to give me your full attention because this is not about rules of grammar. It's about understanding English generally. It's about the sense of English you're supposed to have. Make sure your choices are clear and match the same tone and style of the language in the passage, whether it's formal or informal. I have a question to ask here, but before I ask this question, I want to read this. Replace informal or colloquial language with more formal expressions. So what we need to do, ya shabab, is to pick the answer that gives you the formal expression or the style of English that's required for standardized tests. I have some expressions here, and I want to ask you, if I say, tell me more, find out, we're done, show, point out, do you think these expressions sound formal or informal? What do you think? Write me your answers, please. Are these expressions formal or informal? You're all right, ya shabab. How about this? If I say, tell me more, no, elaborate. Find out, or say discover instead of saying find out. We finished instead of we're done. Demonstrate instead of show. Indicate instead of point out. Now I want you to compare between the red expressions here and their corresponding replacements of the black words here. Which group of words do you think sound more formal? Which group of words sounds more formal? The red one or the black one? Please send me your answers. Right, red or black for the group of words that you think is more of a formal language. I think you're all right, mashallah. Very, very good, everyone. Very good, very good, very good. Let's see one more trial, please. I have another red group here and another black group. Again, I want you to ask, so to answer this question, which of these two groups sound more formal? The red or the black one? Very good, ya Luji. Very good, ya Ahmed, ya Hazim. Very good, ya Luay. Very good, ya Maryam. Very good, ya Maryam. Both Maryams are correct. Thank you very much, ya Shabab. So now we have the sense of which words sound more formal than the others. I also want you, when you pick an answer, to avoid vague or unclear expressions. Like, I want someone to speak to me, please. Can I have someone to speak to me? You can unmute and speak. Raise your hand if you can participate in a conversation with me, please. Who can do that? I need a volunteer, please. I need a volunteer. Okay, Luji, go ahead, unmute and speak, honey.
Yes.
How are you, Luji?
I'm great, thank you.
Okay, I hope you always are. What school do you go to, honey?
Victoria International School.
Where is it?
It's on Alexandria's Desert Road.
Oh, I know the place. I know the place. I remember it is owned by Engineer Ashraf, I guess, right?
Yes, that's correct.
I know the man. He's a very, very kind man. I have met him many times before. He's a very, very nice guy.
Yes.
All
and
right.
He's really helpful.
Luji, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I hope everybody's listening. It's not only Luji now. Is your name Luji or Lujain, please?
My name's Lujain, but preferably you can call me Luji.
Okay, thank you, honey. Luji, can I ask you something?
Yes.
My question to everyone now, what do you think I'm going to ask Luji? I said, can I ask you something? What do you think I'm going to ask her, ya shabab? I want you to send me your answers, please. What do you expect me to ask Luigi? I said, can I ask you something? That's all what I said. No expectations. Please interact. I don't like silent students. This is not going to help you. Okay, Luay thinks that I'm going to ask her about her school. Very good, Luay. Thank you. Anybody else? Only Luay? Luigi, what do you think I'm going to ask you?
I'm not really sure if you're asking about something or you're just like checking
I'm asking
if
about
I'm going to have redundancy.
طيب, look يا شباب. I said, can I ask you something? Luay said, I'm going to ask her about her school. Luigi herself doesn't know what I'm going to ask her about. You know why? Because the word something is a vague expression. It does not tell you anything. When I say, I have something in mind, what do I have in mind? Do you know? Of course not. But when I say, Luigi, can I ask you to help me with my homework? Here, it's clear. Now Luigi knows what I want her to do. Now everybody knows what I mean with my request, or what request exactly am I asking Luigi to meet. So the word something or a thing are vague expressions. We don't go for them. Type. Now I want you to try question 18. Thank you, Luigi. It was a lovely conversation, honey. Thank you very much. Is she there or she got upset and left?
No, I didn't get upset. You're welcome.
Okay, honey. Fine, Shabab. Think of a question, of an answer to question 18, please, and send me your answers. And again, do not forget to write 18 before you write A or B or C or D. Good luck. All right, Shabab. The correct answer for 18 is D. Thank you very much. Why? Those who thought it's A, when you say way too sunny, this sounds informal. And also, pretty upbeat, C is informal as well. Looking too much on the bright side, this is also informal, but overly optimistic sounds like a prestigious English. And this is the kind of English we look for in our exams. So that's okay if you've made a mistake in this first trial. Let's try this one, please. 42. Think of an answer to question 42 and send it to me in the chat box. The correct answer is A, ya shabab, as it is, because the word effort, Luria noted, given the effort involved, the word effort is more formal than blood, sweat, and tears, which is redundant, by the way. Hustle is a very informal word. Feats of strength and fortitude is a long expression and informal at the same time. And by the way, this is exactly what we mean by colloquial language. Colloquial language is the expression that is used in a two-word expression, like we are done, point out, find out, feats of strength and fortitude. So now you have an idea of what formal language looks like. And let's go for subject-verb agreement, because this is a very, very common topic in your exams. Type. Hold on a second, please. No, I don't think we need to study this topic before we go for, that's too much for this. Okay, no, not this now, not this now. Again, no. Okay, Shabab, let's go for question 2, please, and answer question 2. And of course, you write the number of the question before you send me your answers. Please pick the right answer for question 2 in now. All right, Shabab, big reason behind doesn't sound as formal as primary cause of. The word, so this is not formal. And also here we have vague expression, main things. What thing do you mean? This is vague. Huge thing. What thing do you mean? Again, this is vague. This is vague. This is clear and formal at the same time. Is that clear, Shabab? Do you want me to re-explain it? Shall we move on? Okay, very good, Yellow. Now let's move on, please. We're done with question 2. Type. The topic of subject-verb agreement is easy, but sometimes confusing, and it's very common in all exams, or almost all exams. What is subject-verb agreement? Of course, ya shabab, we know nouns are singular or plural. Nouns are, not and, are either singular or plural. طبعا, everybody knows that the word boy is singular and boys is plural. Rule, rules, child, children. That's easy for everyone, I know. Type. Remember the SSS rule. Remember the 3S rule. What's the 3S rule? The 3S rule says singular subject, verb plus S. If the subject is singular, we take the verb with the S, like this. The boy works on a farm. Why do we say works here, not work? Can somebody tell me, please? Why do I say the boy works on a farm? Very good, Yaluji. Very simply, ya shabab, because the subject here is singular. Let's see. Some boys work on a farm. Some boys work on a farm. The boys here is a plural subject, so we do not add S to the verb. Is it that simple? Of course, it's not. It's not that simple in the test, ya shabab. Look at this one here. The rules in our newly established school is so tough. How about this sentence? Is this sentence correct or there's something wrong? The sentence is incorrect, ya shabab. Thank you very much. Very good, ya Ahmed, ya Has. Why is it not correct? You see what happens here? Because my subject is the word rules, and the word rules is a plural subject. So the rules are, not the rules is. Right. How about this one? The lady with the 5 dogs have a problem. Is this sentence correct? All right, shabab, this sentence is incorrect, and the correct sentence should be like this. The lady with the 5 dogs has a problem, because the lady here is my subject, not the dogs are those who have a problem. No, the lady is the one that has a problem. How about this one? The classes on the 3rd floor closes at 12. How about this sentence? Of course, ya shabab, this sentence is incorrect. The correct answer is the classes close. The word floor is not my subject. Type. What was the key in these examples? Let's see. Beware the prepositional phrases, ya shabab. Be very careful when you have a prepositional phrase in your sentence. What do we mean by prepositional phrases? Let's see. What are these, ya shabab? On, in, at, with, within, along, around, for, against, above, below. What are these words? Are they verbs, nouns, adjectives, prepositions, adverbs, or what? Do you know what these are called? Hello? What do we call these words? Very good, Yaluji. All right. These are called prepositions. Very good. Type. What is a prepositional phrase? If these are prepositions, so what are the prepositional phrases? The prepositional phrase is the preposition and the noun that comes after it. In the car, on the 3rd floor, with the 1st week at school, of the big house, below the tree. All of these are examples on prepositional phrases. All right? Type. In this sentence, shabab, the rules in our newly established school are so tough. Where is the prepositional phrase in this sentence here? In this sentence here, where is the prepositional phrase? The rules in our newly established school are so tough. Where is the prepositional phrase? Very good, Yaluji. Anybody else? Not exactly, Ahmed Hazim. Very good, Yaluay. Welcome back. Mariam and Mariam. Shabab, think and write wrong answers. No problem, but please try. I don't want you to answer all questions correctly now. We're still studying and learning and practicing. So it's okay to make mistakes. No problem at all. Not only, ya Ahmed. We have some words missing. طيب, here is the prepositional phrase يا شباب in our newly established school. All right? Not only a Maryam, starting from the preposition until before the verb. طيب, let's try this one. The lady with the 5 dogs has a problem. Where is the prepositional phrase here? You're perfectly right. With 5 dogs is the prepositional phrase. One last example, please, to make sure that you got it perfectly right. The classes on the 3rd floor close at 12. Where is the prepositional phrase here? Inshallah. All right, ya shabab. Yes, on the 3rd floor is the prepositional phrase. Type. Let's go back to what I want to tell you through these examples. Here is the prepositional phrase. All right. This one, sorry. Let me erase this. Again, here is the prepositional phrase as you all said. Okay. And here is the subject. And here is the verb. So the prepositional phrase usually comes between the subject and the verb to confuse you. So do not get confused. The subject is here. The verb is here. The subject is here. The verb is here. So be careful not to be fooled by the word dogs, by the word school, by the word floor. So the subject is here, the verb is here. What comes in between should not count as the subject of the sentence type. The word either and the word neither, they are so special is if they come as subjects here. If they come alone, they are always singular. Look at this example here. Either of the 2 companies makes me happy. Do you think this sentence is correct? Companies, plural, makes or make. Is it correct or what? The sentence is correct, ya shabab. You know why? Because I have the word either here. And remember this, if they come alone, they are always singular. They are always singular. Type. Oh, Aluji. Oh, sorry, Aluji. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I got your answer yani, in a wrong way. Sorry, Aluji. You were right first time. I'm sorry, honey. It's my mistake. Type. How about this one? Neither of his parents hates him. Is it correct now? Oh, yes. I mixed between Lu'ay and Luji. Sorry, Lu'ay. Sorry, Lu'ay. I said correct for Luji, but I meant, sorry, I said correct for Lu'ay, but I meant Luji. Very good, ya Mariam. Let's think of this one, ya Shabab. Neither of his parents hates him. Is it correct? No, ya Mariam, ya Umran. Sorry, ya Mariam, ya Umran. You're not perfectly right. Very good, ya Lu'ay. Very good, ya Luji. Ahmad Hazim. Very good, ya Mariam Ashhata. No, ya Ahmad. It's the same like the one before, ya Habib. It's the same like the one before. All right, look, ya Shabab. I said neither, singular subject, so it should be hates. Remember the S rule. Since I have a singular subject, so the verb should take S. Type. If they come like this, either with or, neither with nor. Okay, how about this one here? If they come like this, the subject is the second or the closer to the verb. Either my friend, number 1, or his brothers, number 2, are coming. Is this sentence correct now? What do you think? I'm waiting for your answers. Ahmed Hazim, think again. Mariam Shahata, think again. Very good, ya Lu'ay. Very good, ya Luji. And no, ya Mariam, ya Umran. Please think again, honey. Okay, last All right, okay. The sentence is correct, ya shabab, because the subject here is my brother or his brothers, because it's the word that's after or. I said the subject should be the second. My friend is singular, his brothers is plural, are coming. How about this one? Either his brothers or my friend is coming. Is it correct? Again, ya shabab, I have here, let me highlight this, either or. And I said, when I have either or, my subject is not this. My subject is what comes after or. My friend is a singular subject, so my friend is coming. Okay? Type. How about this? Either his brothers or my friend is coming. I said that before. All right. Questions now, ya shabab. What do you think about this sentence? What do you think of this sentence, ya shabab? I leave because neither the teacher nor the students has arrived. Is this sentence correct? Very good, Yaluji. Very good, Yalu A. Anybody else? Very good, ya Ahmed, ya Hazim. Very good, ya Maryam. Omran. All right, ya shabab. I leave because neither the teacher nor the students. Here is my subject. The students is plural, so this should be have, not has. All right. Type. Think of this one, please. Either of the two cars are mine. What about this sentence? This sentence is wrong. The sentence should be either of the two cars is mine. Why? Because here either is coming alone like this. Remember? Alone, they're always singular. All right. Last example here, neither of the teachers gives high grades. Is this sentence correct? The sentence is correct, ya shabab, as it is, because I say neither of the teachers. Neither doesn't have nor, so the verb should be in the singular form, and that's it for neither and either. One final point to say about subject-verb agreement is the words each and every. They are always singular. Every time you see the word each and the word every, the verb is singular. Every player in my team is perfect. This sentence is correct because I have every player. Also, this each of the 500 soldiers trains, which is also correct because of the word each, and I said each and every are always singular. All right, let's see the questions now. Yalla, question 36, please think of the answer and send me your answers. And do not forget to write the number of the question, please. Okay, Habibi, no problem. All right, because philosophy, ya shabab, philosophy is my subject and it seems to be a singular subject. So I have to say philosophy teaches, not teaching. Philosophy teaches. All right. One more try, please, with question 40. Question 40, please. Thank you very much. The correct answer is B, yes, because if you start from here, on the graduate record examination, GRE, for example, students, this is my subject. Students intending to study philosophy in high school, in graduate school, have, not has. Students have, not has. Thank you very much for giving me all your attention. Now, please, let's go to question 3, not 2, sorry, question 3 in the test here. Think of it really, really well, starting from here and decide whether it should be spend or have spent or spends or are spent. No, yeah, Jason, let's see it together, shabab. The hours that the average American, this is my subject. So my subject is singular. When my subject is singular, I have to pick the verb that has the S since it is present simple. The average American spends because my subject is singular. Is it clear, shabab, or do you want me to explain something? Is everything clear? Hope it is. Type. Now, I want to ask you a question before I proceed with the coming point. What's coming now is comma splice error. Do you mind if I send you a video to watch on YouTube for 3 or 4 minutes before we start the comma splice error topic? Is it okay? Say yes or no, please. Very good. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. I'm sending you the video on the chat box. All right. Watch it and come back to me when you're done. Now, after you've watched the video, Shabab, let's move forward with our topic, comma splice error type. As you have seen in Shabab, a sentence must have a subject, a verb, and a complete meaning. We have dependent clauses and independent clause. What's different is this. Before the class started, does this part of a sentence here give you a complete meaning? Do you understand what happened? I don't think so. How about this? When I saw her for the first time, what happened? It's not complete meaning. Yes, it has a subject, it has a verb, but still it doesn't give a complete meaning on its own type. How about this one? We had an amazing day. This is complete. I have a subject and a verb and a complete meaning. I understand what happened. What happened is we had an amazing day. They arrived late. Again, it gives me a complete meaning. So this is an independent clause. And as you have seen in the video, the difference between dependent clause and independent clause is the idea which one of them makes complete meaning, makes sense type. Check the following examples. The lady with the 5 dogs. Is this a sentence? Write yes or no, please. The lady with the 5 dogs. Sentence or not? What do you think? Very good, ya Maryam. Ahmed Hazim, very good. Ya Luay, very good, ya Luji. All right, this is not a sentence. How about this one? The lady with the 5 dogs is my grandmother. Is it a sentence now? Very good. That's a sentence. Correct. Very, very good. All right. How about this? The man standing at the door. Ahmed Hazim, please. You are the most one I want to answer this question. The man standing at the door. Is this a sentence? In other words, does this group of words have a subject and a verb and complete meaning? Very good, ya Ahmed. It's not a clause aslan ya Luji. The man standing at the door is one structure. Very good. So this is not a sentence. How about this? The man standing at the door wants to see you. Is it a sentence now? Yes, it is, because I have the verb wants here and I understand what happened. How about this? The man is standing at the door. Is it a sentence now? The man is standing at the door. Very good. It's a sentence type. What's different between the man standing at the door and the man is standing at the door? The man standing at the door, I don't have a verb. Do not tell me that standing is a verb. No, standing alone like this is not a verb, but is standing is a verb. The ing form, ya shabab, does not count as a verb. It's a gerund. All right? Is standing is the verb or the correct verb form. All right, so this is a sentence. How about this? The man who is standing at the door. Is it a sentence? Hello? No, because of the word who. Very, very good. Type, khalas. Now we understand how to decide whether this is a complete sentence or not. Thank you, Ahmed Yahaz. Type, forget about all of these. These are more practices. Type. Here comes our main topic. A comma splice error occurs when you join 2 complete sentences or 2 independent clauses by only a comma. Like this. My car needs maintenance. Type. My car needs maintenance. This sentence here. I will take it to the garage. I have a comma in between. Do I have a comma splice error here? Is this structure correct? Comma between 2 complete sentences? No, it isn't. Very good. That's a comma splice error. And now we know how to correct it. You can use a semicolon instead. You can use a colon. You can use you can change one of the clauses into dependent clause by saying, because, very good, Yaluji, because my car needs maintenance. This part here is not a complete sentence, is not an independent clause. So the comma is okay here because one of the clauses is not complete. And also we can say one of the fanboys with the comma will help us. My car needs maintenance, comma, so I will take it to the garage. Type. What are these punctuation marks? Do you know them? This is called what? What do we call this? Do you know what this is called? Do you know what this is called? Sorry. What do we call this, Shabab? Yes. Very, very good. That's a semicolon. And this is a colon here. And of course, this is a comma. Listen very carefully or watch very carefully, please. The semicolon comes like this. What comes before and what comes after should be complete sentences. Again, what comes before the semicolon should be complete. What comes after the semicolon should also be complete. How about the colon? The colon, what comes before should be complete. What comes after is not a problem. It could be complete or incomplete, but what comes before should be complete. That's with the colon type. How about the comma? I must have one complete and one incomplete, whether this comes first or that comes first. Again, with the comma, I cannot have two independent clauses. I cannot have two dependent clauses. I must have one and one. Okay, one more time. For the semicolon, we must have complete and complete. For the colon, we must have complete and incomplete or complete. For the comma, I must have one and one. Okay, type. What do we use the colon for? The colon is used to give listing like this. I have 3 items in my pocket. What items do you have in your pocket? 1, 2, 3. These are the items in my pocket. That's why I'm using a colon here, because this is listing this. I can also use the colon to give explanation like this. When I drink coffee, I get sick. I have a stomach problem. When I drink coffee, I get sick. I have a stomach problem. I have a stomach problem here explains why I get sick. So this is an explanation. That's why I'm using a colon here, if you can see it. I can also use the colon to give definition like this. You should do what successful people do. What do successful people do? Work. That's the definition. Sorry. That's the definition of what comes before. The word work defines what you mean here. That's why I'm giving it with, I'm introducing it with a colon. Again, I can use the colon to give listing. I can use the colon to give explanation. I can use the colon to give definition. All right. Now, let's go to question. I think it's question 4, not 3. Let me check. Yes, question 4, ya shabab. Let's answer question 4, please. Let me help you now. Type, as long as companies continue to demand long hours from workers until here, starting from here, this is not a complete sentence. As long as companies to continue to demand long hours from workers, since I start with an incomplete sentence, I cannot use comma and. Just a comma will be fine, which makes the answer D. Why is it not A? Because I don't need and. And with the comma links 2 complete sentences. Why is it not B? Because I have a semicolon here. Luigi. Semicolon must have complete before and complete after. And we agree that this part is not complete. Why is it not C? Because I have a comma here, which is not needed. So the correct answer for question 4 is D. All right. Do you have any questions so far? Any question? All right, Shabab, this was just an introductory session to show you how the course will be going, to get to know me, how I explain, how I help, how I support. I will stop here, please, because I have another session coming up very soon. You will report to Mrs. Mona or Miss Mona on the WhatsApp group whether you wish to continue or not.